Hello everyone, Debbie here. Welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. Bit boring, but it will get better. So this is the card we're going to make today. I've called this one a tiered Z fold. So it will look like that when it's flat and that when it's open. So it would look like that from the front and that from the top. So easy to make. Let me show you how to make it and we'll decorate the one that we're making. Okay, to start off with, you'll need a base card that is 12 by 5 inches or 30.5 by 12.7 centimetres. Now you need to score it. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can use a pencil, a ruler, and something blunt like a stylus if you've got one, something like this that's got the ball point on the end. But if you've got a scoreboard, that will absolutely help. But score it at 4.5 inches or 11.5 centimetres and 8 3/4 of an inch or 22.3 centimetres. Then measuring up from the bottom, so measure up 2.5 inches, which is about halfway, and put a little mark at that point. And then with some scissors, just grab my scissors, you're going to trim that away across there, like so. Then from there up to that score line, you're going to cut that away as well. So again, we'll just trim this up this way. If you've got a paper trimmer, you can do it with that. At least it'll get straight. I'm not real good at cutting freehand. I usually use a paper trimmer. So you will end up with that. So you're measuring 2.5 inches or 6.3 centimetres. So do it at the start of the card and on your first score line, and then trim that away. And then from that score line to that score line, cut that away. So you will end up with that piece cut out. Okay, so let me just trim this up a little bit. I just missed a little bit here. I'm just going to fold that over so I can get to it a bit better. That's better. Okay, so that will then fold like that to become our base card. Here we go. I'm just going to burnish my fold lines. Make sure they're nice and level. There we go. So there's our base. Now we're going to do mats and layers. So for your mat layer, you'll need to cut one piece 3 by 2 1/4 inches or 7.5 by 5.7 centimetres. So that piece will go on here. Then cut another one 4 3/4 by 4 1/4 inches or 12 by 10.7 centimetres. And that one is going to go in there. And then your last one, which is 5 by 4 inches or 12.7 by 10.1 centimetres. And that's going to go here. So what we're going to do here, I'll just open that out. So if you just raise this so you've got an even amount of border around each side, and then with a biro just mark where you want to cut there to about there. And then if you've got a trimmer, use that, or you can just use a blade and a ruler. I've got my trimmer, so I'm going to cut that from those 2 marks. And that will now fit into there. Okay, so there's our 3 pieces. We'll attach them in a moment. Then our decorative papers. So we've got one piece that's 2 3/4 by 2 inches, or 7 by 5 centimetres, and that's going to go on the front. Then the next one is 5 by 3 3/4 inch, or 12.7 by 9.5, and that's going to go in here, and that again we will cut like we did the other one. We'll go through that in a moment. And then your last piece is 4.5 by 4 inches, or 11.4 by 10 centimetres. So let's start putting this together. So I'll attach my matte layers onto my base card. Try and get a nice even border around. Now, if you didn't want to do mats and layers, do your decorative paper as your matte layer size. So it's just depends on how much you want to do to it. And if you don't have the scoreboard and the trimmers and that sort of thing, you can do everything without those. You just need scissors and cutting blades and rulers, so it can be done without all the beaut tools. And I'll just pop this one in. Just try and line it up nice and even. The beauty of glue, at least you've got a little bit of wiggle space. Now we'll do our decorative pieces. So this one is going to go here, and like all cards, just decorate them to suit the occasion it's for. If you wanted to make this a child's card, you can, just by using papers to suit a child, or women, men, anything you like. Okay, so now this one is going to go in here. So we're going to do the same thing again. Gee, I didn't cut that paper out very well, or I could have had the whole bird there. Never mind. Okay, now maybe it's this one, is it? Oh, it might be that one. Is that one? Oh, yep, that one goes on the inside. This is the one that goes here. So same thing. Measure, sort of hold it up so you've got an even border. And then just put some little marks where you want to cut it. And I'll just trim that away from one mark to the other. It's a bit hard to see that pen mark on this paper. These papers that I'm using here, I got from a place called Spotlight, which is a craft shop that we have in Australia. So just search Spotlight and see. I don't know whether they've still got them or not. Okay, so that one will go there, and then this one will go in here. So I'll just line that up. Here we go. So that's the card. I'll just move those out of the way. So now you have 2 options with your sentiments. So it's going to look like that when it's standing up, and it'll look like that from the front. So you can either put your greetings and sentiment in there or on the back. Now, if you want to, you could even add some card to do it on. So I'm going to do it on the inside of this one. So same deal, just measuring it all. I'll just put a little mark there, another one there, and I'll just trim that off. Now, if you were going to stamp anything, stamp it in there before attaching the card. Okay, so we'll just pop that one in there. There we go. So while I'm doing this, I'll just let you know that I do have a Facebook group called Card Making for Beginners and Beyond. I will add the link in the description. There is a question to answer to join, but please feel free and you can come and share your creations and share any hints, tips and ideas to help the beginners if you're an advanced crafter. And there we go. How easy is that? I love these papers too. And then from there you can just add whatever embellishments you like and decorate it and dress it up as much as you like, or you can just leave it clean and simple. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please do give me the thumbs up and do subscribe if you'd like to be notified as more tutorials come up. I try and do them every Friday. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully we'll see you in the Facebook group. Bye.